Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to Flight Sim, and welcome back to NeoFly. We're going to do a flight. We only have 56 minutes to achieve this flight in. It's probably going to be dark or almost dark by the time we arrive at our airport, which is 14S. It is. It has a solid runway, and it also has runway lighting, so we should be okay. 2,302 feet is our longest runway.
From dispatch. We have more mail packs that need to be delivered. The deadline is tight, but I'm sure you have what it takes.
We've got 612 pounds of fish going to Westport today, so let's get this aircraft all fired up. Now, you might remember that last time we flew. Let's throw our battery on. Throw our beacon lights on. Now, you might remember that last time we flew into and had to land in a field, which was
dispatch. The cargo is on board.
It was pretty interesting.
Taxi to the runway and take off.
At an airport that didn't exist. All right, let's get these chocks and these tie downs down. Let's close the cabin door and the baggage door now that everything has been loaded. Christina is flying alongside us again, as per usual. We are going to throw some pitot heat on. Let's throw the fuel pump on and give this thing a fire up.
Clear prop.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Okay, beautiful. We've got like a 9 or a 10 knot wind at the moment, so we are going to taxi out. And we do need to set up, we are heading to 14S, so we do need to set up. Destination is, where are we? Let's go back into A, no, 1, 4, and S, which is Westport. We confirm that, enter, and we are heading direct to there. Should have some sort of idea on where it is just by looking at this, which I cannot see at all. Let's head back into our map and zoom in. There we go. 14S is over there, so we are heading east. We are going from our current direction. Let's remove that, and we'll hit OK. And we're having a lot of storms here at the moment. All right. Well, let's not do that. Let's fly from our current location here. Okay, so we're going to head pretty well directly east, so we should be all right after we take off. We need to get taken off before we suffer any. Let's put our nav and our strobe lights on. Let's put our landing lights on as well. We need to get out of here before we suffer any real light problems, because it is starting to get dark. We're going to taxi out. We're going to see how we go. Bring a stage of flaps down. So we are at 2 stages of flaps, I think, which is what we are going to do for takeoff. We're going to take off on this field here, which is relatively long grass, but we should be all right. Okay, beautiful. Let's taxi out. We'll go right to the end, and a little bit of a 8-knot crosswind from the side, so I am going to keep our ailerons down, try and keep our right wing down, and prevent any breeze from grabbing us from underneath the wing. We're going to have to take off, and then we're going to have to make sure that we've got enough speed to do a nice right-hand turn once we take off, because we do have trees at the end of this field that we're going to need to take into consideration. As you'll probably remember from the last episode, this is where there was supposed to be an airport here, and there's not. It's actually a defunct airport in real life now, and but we did get a job for it in NeoFly, so it's not in the Flight Sim database, and it doesn't exist It does not exist. So, interestingly enough, we had to actually do a landing in this field. Now, this field isn't the nicest field to be taking off in. Well, I don't know whether I want to do that, to be honest. I think I'd rather take off... I would much rather take off in a different direction. So we may actually head over to that field over there and take off from over there and see how we go. Yeah, pretty interesting though. Yeah, that would have been a disaster trying to take off there. It's all right landing there because you can get the low speed, but the takeoff itself. So we should be all right to take off in this field here. It's just which is probably a better field to take off in anyway. And this may have been where the airport was supposed to have been, right in this particular field. Although when we did land, we did get a comment from dispatch saying that we were actually were right on the center line. So let's see how far we can go here in regards to takeoff. It's going to be a little bit of a rough takeoff, I do believe. We have a little bit of let's just keep our eye on that and what we've got here. It looks like we've got a little bit of a ridge here, so this is probably as far as we can go. Yeah, we've got a little bit of water there. Alright, so we'll spin this around here. And we'll head off in that direction there. And that should be okay. We should be flying directly into the wind, which will be good for us. We're going to go in between those two trees. We could probably go over that way, but that probably shortens us a little bit and puts us a little bit close to that ridge line, I think. So I think I'm going to stick to this one here. Fuel pump is on. Everything is forward. Just confirm our flaps. 2 stages. 2 stages are confirmed. A little bit of a shake in the cockpit there. We'll go full power. And off we go. Alright, let's keep our eye on everything. We want to get airspeed up pretty quickly if we can. Got a little bit of a dip coming up as well, which we need to take into consideration. Got 60 knots and let's go up. Alright, I'm going to throw the gear up straight away.
Have a nice flight.
And I'm going to throw a stage of flaps up straight away as well. Just to, there we go. Just to get us over these tree lines. What a beautiful, beautiful evening. Despite the wind, what a magnificent evening. It is beautiful. Look at it. Couldn't ask for anything prettier, could you? Really? The highway over there. We are at 500 feet, so we're going to do a right-hand turn, and we're going to head east, which is back the way that we came from our previous flight. Let's keep everything working. Airspeed is good. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? Seriously. It's times like these when you just look at it all and just go, man, that is beautiful. Alright, we're at 1,000 feet. We're probably going to fly to 1,500 feet, I would say. And head directly east, probably along this, probably end up heading along this freeway here, I think. It's probably going to be as good a place as any. And put our autopilot on and our altitude. Going to bring our heading around a little bit. Want to prevent ourselves from we're going to suffer that thing, suffer that autopilot bug. I have to fix that up a little bit. I'm amazed that they still haven't fixed that autopilot bug. Seriously. Okay, there we go. Alright, we'll line our heading up. We'll put our autopilot on and we'll maintain this altitude as well. Bring the flaps up fully now. Bring our prop down. And we're going to fly at about 1400. We've got a bit of a tailwind. Look at that. That is magnificent. Oh, I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's turn ourselves around a little bit. We'll head just to the left-hand side of Bowerman Airport there. There we go, beautiful. Beautiful. We didn't have any traffic to call, so let's bring up our ATC window now. And we'll tune to Seattle Center.
Seattle Center, Piper, November 4131 Charlie. Is type Piper Arrow, 6 miles west of 4 Whiskey 8, 1,500 feet. Request flight following.
Piper November 4131 Charlie, Seattle Center. Clock 5762.
5762.
Piper Tree 1 Charlie, radar contact 7 miles west of 4 Whiskey 8, 1,500 feet. Altimeter 30.05.
Beautiful. Let's acknowledge that radar contact.
Roger, Piper, Tree 1 Charlie.
Get outside and have a look at what we've got out here, because it is magnificent out here. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. I have to take a little bit of a screenshot there. So where our airport is basically south of Ocean Shores, which is where we were last time. And we will be flying directly across this lake in front of us. Sorry, I'm just doing some lovely screenshots here while we're flying. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're enjoying update 11 on the sim. Look at that. That is beautiful. I'm just going to close that window and get myself a bit of a screenshot there. Nice. Nice. Perfect, 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 perfect conditions to fly in, really. Interesting that we had to, we're flying over, I think it's the Olympic Highway, the highway that's below us there. And we're flying over that, but really nice weather to fly in at the moment. You know, we've just got that 10 knot wind. I don't know what it's like up here now. We're about 17, we've got about an 17, 18 knot tailwind behind us, which has given us quite a bit of speed, actually, to be honest. Just going to bring the aircraft over to the left a little bit, just to avoid Bowerman Airport there. We'll set ourselves up for a probably about a 2.5-3 mile final, I think. But yeah, lovely, lovely. What do you think, Christina? She is nice, isn't it? This is Aberdeen here. Well, is it a town? I guess it's a town, isn't it? It's not really big enough to be a city. So that's Aberdeen, and Bowerman Airport is the airport for Aberdeen. It's actually built out onto a little bit of a like, it looks like they've actually built the runway out there, and they actually built the land up out there, which is pretty cool. I keep forgetting that we have an outside air temperature up here. I always forget that. So we're sitting at about what are we sitting at? Yeah, about maybe 2 degrees Celsius out here. We do have our pitot on. Probably do need to do that. I'm not going to do any mixture settings or anything like that for this flight, but look at how beautiful it is, guys. Like, it really is. It's just flying at times like these. You just sit here and go, wow. Relatively black out there. It does look like those clouds are looking a little bit nasty. I don't know whether they're dark because the sun is behind them or what, but all right, to pick up on our 3 mile final, we are going to need to cross to the left a little, or to the right, and fly directly across here. Shouldn't have too much turbulence here, so that should be all right. So as you can see on NeoFly there, we've got the 612 pounds of fish to Westport. Flight time must not exceed 56 minutes, which it shouldn't because it's only 26 nautical miles, so everything's all right. It is a deadline delivery, so we'll keep that going. Our longest runway is 2,302 feet, and the airport is lit. It does have lighting runways. It's 7 feet above, and we've got $96 in runway fees there, so all right, lovely. Nice and smooth out here. It is nice and smooth. So if we go through here and turn left, then our runway is sitting down. I don't know whether we can see it from here. Let's see if we can have a squeeze and actually see it from here. Can't see it out there at the moment for a lit runway. I cannot see it, but unless that's it over there. But we'll keep our eye out for it. I know approximately where we're going, so we should be able to turn in. It should be sitting in there somewhere, but I cannot see it being lit up at all. Got a little bit of dirt on the aircraft too. It needs to be cleaned off, I think. So it should be sitting just in there somewhere. Yep, there she is right there. All right, lovely. Start bringing the speed down on the aircraft. I'm also going to go out of autopilot mode. I'm going to bring our speed down a little bit. Reduce on some altitude there. I'm going to have to fly over this little peak here. But I just want to bring the speed down enough to be able to bring in a stage of flaps. There we go, lovely. And we'll start a little bit of a descent. I'll keep the aircraft trimmed. Put a little power in there as well. Once we get over this and nearly at the next point of land, we'll do a right-hand turn, and that should line us up with the runway, which will be lovely. Okay, let's bring our air traffic control window up, and let's go to our nearest airport list. Looking at 14S. Tune to their traffic. Select the runway for landing. We're going to land on runway 12, and a full stop landing.
Sierra traffic Piper November 41 tree 1 Charlie 4 miles north 1,300 feet inbound to land runway 12.
You can just see her down there. You can just see it down here. So it's about that track there, which is going to line us up with the runway. So down to nearly down to 1,000 feet. You remember we're only about 7 foot off of the about 7 foot off of the above sea level the runway is. That's it right there. You can see her right there. So that's where we're going to be landing. All right, I want to bring in our second stage of flaps now. Start reducing our altitude just a little bit more. Bring in our landing gear. Bring our prop full forward, and our mixture is rich. I'm going to put the air pump on for landing. Pitot is on. And we shall do a turn here to line ourselves up. I don't want to lose too much altitude at this point here. Give the aircraft just a little bit of a trim up, a little bit more power. There she is over there, lovely. Alright, we get a little bit of bump around and stuff from our, that's from our, from the drag on our landing gear and our flaps. We're a little bit high at the moment, a little bit low, sorry. Let's just line ourselves up. Bring ourselves in. What do we got? We've got a crosswind coming from the left-hand side. So we're definitely a little bit low. So we'll just try and keep our speed up. Let's confirm we've got 3 green. We do have 3 green. Lovely. Bring ourselves in just a little there. Line ourselves up. And we are right height-wise. Let's start our descent. Got to get ourselves over because we do have a 16 knot crosswind. Okay, 2 stages of flaps, 3 green. Fuel pump is on for this one. Fighting with the crosswind a little bit. We are on our limits. There we go. Bring our speed down just a touch now. Bring the nose up. We're getting a lot of updraft and stuff. We're a little bit too low, bit more throttle. Oh, the wind is really kicking our ass there. And I'm going to go around, I think. Full power, gear up. 1 stage of flaps up. Whew. She just didn't want to go in there. We're just copping a lot of wind. 2nd stage of flaps. Let's confirm that we are climbing. We're at 500 feet. Let's turn right. Going to get thrown. We're definitely going to get thrown around a lot. Most definitely. We're a little bit low. Let's bring some throttle in. Try and keep a little bit of height happening there. Keep our nose to the left a bit. And as soon as we hit this landmass, the aircraft's going to be thrown around. Okay, lovely. Should be all right there. Mixture is rich. Prop is full forward. Get a lot of wind there. A lot of wind. Come on, come on, come on. Keep her up, keep it going. Oh. Yeah, we're definitely getting thrown to, definitely getting blown to the right a lot. We'll get over this threshold here. Oh, come on, come on. Bloody wind, bloody wind. And down we go. Oh.
You might still have time before the deadline. Proceed to parking.
Yep, full right rudder. Full right rudder.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Man, that was pretty bad as well. Bloody hell. Oh, come on. That wind is shocking. I don't think we should be flying in these conditions, to be honest. Woo! Okay, flaps up. Keep the right wing down. Here's how we have a right crosswind. And it looks like we can go in here. Perfect. Okay, bring the right wing back up again. Well, that was pretty nasty, wasn't it? That was very nasty. He's fighting her all the way in there. Absolutely fighting her all the way in. But we got down anyway. A little bit of runway slippage there as well. With that massive wind, despite the fact that I had full rudder. Which I did have. I had absolutely and utterly full rudder there. Which was a little bit of a problem. I'm going to bring the aircraft around and face it into the wind with these type of winds at the moment because I don't want a tailwind on it. There we go. That'll be lovely right there. Park brake on. Pitot off. Got our strobe lights off, our nav lights off, our landing lights off, and let's bleed.
Transport from dispatch.
Bloody hell.
Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Sheesh. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, we can put our beacons off now and throw those off. Throw our alternator off and our battery off. Let's put some tide. Let's get the chocks and the tide outlets put on. Baggage door should be open anyway. They should have opened it up.
Aircrew, be advised. The express cargo has been unloaded. Hopefully, we'll just meet the deadline. Have a great day.
Hey, we should have just missed. We should have just done the deadline, I would say.
You are clear to start your engine.
And we successfully did it. Yep. Payload matching, payload realism XP granted. Deadline for cargo we made, which was good. Payment for mission 2,570 smackaroonies. All right, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this one. That was a bit of an interesting flight again, wasn't it? We seem to be coming across a lot of really interesting flights in NeoFly at the moment, surprisingly enough. So, but she is what she is. She is what she is. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.